Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. Today in our model question and answer, we are going to discuss heat wave action plan objectives and strategies. Okay, so Telangana government has launched heat wave action plan in 2024. Discuss its objectives and strategies. This particular question becomes very important to us. Why? Because Telangana is a landlocked state. It is situated in the hinterland of India's mainland and away from the coastal regions, obviously leading to what high temperatures, because land and sea breeze exchange will not happen. That's why there won't be below average temperatures will not be there. So we are generally experiences what high temperatures during the summer months, which is going to start after few days. So we are in January 31st of 2025, and from February, March, April, May, these 3-4 months will be very difficult for all the Telanganites. The heat, the temperature will be soaring, and lot of people have already died because of sunstrokes and led to lot of sun related fatalities. That is the reason the government of Telangana, erstwhile government of Telangana, BRS government, has launched this particular program, but obviously unable to implement. Why? Because we got a change in the government, that is Congress have come to power. But this particular Congress government has not actually disregarded this heat wave action plan. It is still in existence. You should be aware of it. Right. So let us start our discussion. Here you can also see one important thing. Every time whenever I am discussing the model question and answer, I am giving you how to write also. Those who are already aware of this particular format, they can skip 2-3 minutes and they can directly jump to the model question and answer. Those who are watching for the very first time, for them it is. Okay. These are the parameters that one should always keep in mind when they are writing the group 1 model question and answer. Presentation of the answer is very important, which includes introduction, body of answer and conclusion. Address the question first. Whatever the keywords will be there. Here the keywords in our question is objectives and strategies of heat wave action plan. You have to write this part, you have to write this part. After writing this part, you can do whatever you want to do, but without addressing the question, writing more of introduction, more of conclusion, or trying to tell a story will not serve your purpose. You have to understand the point here. When you are having a two keywords or three subset in a particular question, then you have to answer them first, because that only suffice your time and marks. So you cannot go beyond it. If you're having only one keyword like objectives, you can elaborate. But if you don't have, when you're having these kind of questions which are very specific, and it becomes very easy also to write. So make sure that you do it. Address the question and write the adequate content. Whatever is given in the plan, you have to write. If 5 points are there here, you have to write 5 points. Here, if 7 points are there, you have to write all of them 7. You cannot skip any of it, because other students, if he happens to write all of this very properly, then obviously he will get the better marks than you. So make sure that you write the adequate content. Concept clarity should be there. Whatever you are writing, the way of present, like English has to be in such a way that you are able to convey what you want to communicate. That is important. No over explanation. Integration of flowchart, if you can do, you can put a sun, you can put a heat, whatever it is, that is possibility is there. But at this point of time, we don't require that, because it's not geography. Current affairs linkage, if any updates come with regard to the government, suppose government have Telangana has asked us to actually download an app, heat wave action plan app. In that we can see that which time the temperatures are more, you should not go out. So if government of Telangana brings such kind of updates, then you have to link the current affairs. Quoting report, okay. Data survey whenever required in any of the questions. If not in this particular question, in any of the question, if it is required, then you have to write it. Relevance to the present time to the Telangana, you have to write about how Telangana actually have the summer period, what are the soaring temperatures we have. You have to write it. Then only you will get an understanding of what is the heat wave action plan, why we are actually doing it. Other part is handwriting. You have to be doing better, at least medium words. You should not be too big, too small. Underlining of the highlights are important. Space and time management is also important. Okay, for all the students who are watching for the first time, so these are the advertisements that we have for TSPSC complete group 1. You can see here complete group 1, paper 4, paper 5, paper 6, paper 1, all of these. Okay, and the related features are there. You will get it this particular amount. And if you want to take only Telangana subjects, Telangana geography, Telangana history, Telangana economy, Telangana formation, okay, Telangana formation, TG society, TGSS, TG governance, it will be this much. So a very curated courses for those students who are lacking in Telangana subjects, this one. And this current affairs series is must. You have to take it. The link of the particular purchase is given in the description. Don't forget it, because any examination you're writing under the sky of TGPSC, this current affairs becomes very, very good. You can watch all the videos on the YouTube channel. I also post some pictures or the images of that in the post also. But still, having all of them at one particular place and having one PDF to read and getting understanding with regard to Telangana, how it is doing and what are the various initiatives, it is also important. So make sure that you be a part of this particular current affairs series, and any of these two you can enroll. I'll guarantee you that you will be definitely better off when compared to your previous performance, and you will feel confident to crack it. Right. Let us start our discussion. Introduction. Let us see introduction. Okay. Fine. As I told, I have clearly mentioned that Telangana experiences disasters of various scales. We have to give little bit of the background of that particular heat wave. Then only we can have a plan, right? So that is the reason. So Telangana experiences variety of disasters. Its geographic and topographical context makes the state extremely vulnerable to droughts. Droughts because we are again in the hinterland, okay, in the middle of the India. Once upon a time, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar sir has also considered it as the second capital of India also, because of its like very, very down in the South India, not approachable to the enemy countries, so and so forth. So, but extremely vulnerable to droughts. Not much rainfall we see out of 365 days in a year. We hardly see very scattered, scanty, less frequent, less quantity rainfall we'll see. Okay, and sometimes we see floods also, hailstorms, fire related disasters, lightning, people have died with it also, and heat waves are the most important ones. So Telangana experiences variety of disasters, you can see here. Northern districts experiences cold wave occasionally. The state is highly vulnerable to heat waves. Out of 612 mandals in the state, 588 are vulnerable to the heat wave in different states. So we have also given the geographical impact of this particular heat wave on our state districts. So this much I have written because group 1 paper I have seen, group 1 mains answer booklet I have seen. Not more than you can write. Space problem will be there, time problem will be there. So how much I can concise, I have concised it. Beyond that, if you're writing also, it becomes difficult for you to answer any other question. So make sure that you stick to what I am giving. Objectives: the heat wave action plan aims to provide a framework for developing plans for preparedness. Okay, plan means you have to prepare for it and you have to implement the plan. Okay, intra-agency coordination, because it cannot be done by one department, so resource pooling is important. So take the expertise of all the areas like meteorological department, like agriculture department, like rural development, because heat wave action plan is not related to one particular area, it is on a full scale in our Telangana. That is the reason intra-agency coordination is important. Impact evaluation of heat wave response activities is also important. Once a particular area is having heat waves, so what government is doing? Government is watering, government is using water cannons, what government is giving directions, government is giving alert warnings. So what government is giving in order to reduce the impact of the heat wave, that also becomes a part of a heat wave action plan in all the district to reduce the negative impact of extreme heat. If all of these are being done by the government, obviously it will decrease the impact of extreme heat on the Telanganites, on the state citizens. To alert those at risk of heat related illness in places where extreme heat conditions either exist or imminent, like Elandu is there, where Singareni, areas near around the areas, they experience more of heat. So it is important that we should make them alert and also make people aware that what are the various illnesses that can be caused with the when you are exposed to extreme heat. Prepared measures to protect livestock animals, as extreme heat causes significant stress to them as well. So it's not just the human beings which are very much uncomfortable and inconvenient and discomfort with regard to the heat, very much heat. It is, you have to also take care of what livestock. So all vegan out there, please go and protect your livestocks. Okay, this is a joke. Don't need to take seriously. Mobilization of departments and communities obviously important. It not just in the hands of the government, NGOs, civil society organization. Many of the institutions should come forward. The community people should come forward. Like a community organization, one such example is, suppose you are having a community garden is there or playground is there. The community people should make a rule that during the summer times it will be open after 6 o'clock, but if it is open at 4 o'clock, again the children will suffer from what? Sunstroke. So it is important that all of us should come forward and should take the initiative in order to reduce the impact of heat wave. To help protect communities, neighbor, friends, relatives and themselves against avoidable health problems during spells of very hot weather. Spells are nothing but it's not that we'll see 40-45 degrees centigrade all the time. So whenever we are having 40-42-43 degrees centigrade of temperature across our state, at that spells at least we have to take some precautions in order to protect ourselves from the heat waves. To supply early warning agencies as well as media to be proactive on steps to negate heat wave impact. So it is very important government should communicate to the media and also to the requisite authorities so that they will spread this particular information among the communities, among the people so early that we can negate and we can reduce the impact. The administrative preventive actions that need to be taken by the multiple agency department in the state of Telangana, all of them have to be on their toes when the heat spells generally happens. All districts, cities, town can learn from their each other experiences and they can develop a own plan to deal with such heat waves immediately. So these are the objectives given in the heat wave action plan. Let us now see key strategies. The key strategies how we can achieve all of this. The above objectives means first of all establish early warning systems and intra-agency coordination. Early warning systems are nothing but having heat sensors in the aerial buildings or in the air. With the help of that, our Telangana Meteorological Department can easily give us the information. Okay, intra-agency coordination is important. If one agency get the news and what it should communicate to other agency, and they all should come together and try to make sure that the impact of the heat wave should reduce. Capacity buildings, skilling the people and training the employees in how to deal, because they have to work out in the same heat. That's why it is important that capacity should be built. Training for healthcare professionals how to deal if anybody has suffered from sunstroke, and also they should also give some important tips in even to the general public, like good Samaritan kind of concept was already launched by the government of India, where if anybody has met with an accident, no, you as a person anytime can take him to hospital without involving in legal problems. Okay, that is called as good Samaritan. In the same way, government should also give us some tips so that in case if anybody falls suddenly beside us due to sunstroke, what could be done? Should we make him or her sleep, or should we make him or her stand or sit, give water, put a water cloth on the head? What we can do, some important tips should be given. Obviously rushing to the nearest hospital is the best way out. Public awareness and community outreach is also important. For that, government should produce television commercials. Somebody like scorching sun is there, somebody like fainted like this. So then at that time, what should be done? What you should do before going? Like you have to always keep yourself hydrated. That minimum things one has to do. So like that, government should produce TV commercials and also information communication. Okay, electronic materials should be sent in the electronic form to all the people. Collaboration with non-government and civil society organizations, they can also be a helping hand to the government in spreading this particular awareness, assessing the impact and feedback mechanism. Once we have done all the good things in 3 months or 4 months of summer season, then we have to assess the that how better we have done, what did we reduce the fatalities or not. Okay, what are the various steps have been taken, whether they are properly implemented or not. So it is very important that when you implement a plan, assesses, so that when you implement the plan again, no, you will do very better and it will become more efficient and productive in nature. The last one we are going to see here is conclusion. In Telangana state, the period from April to June is summer months. During this period, the temperature is considerably very high, up to 47 degrees centigrade. It also is going the May districts in the May. In districts like Khammam, Nizamabad, Bhadrachalam, Nalgonda, Karimnagar, Warangal, you can also experience 47 degrees centigrade. To protect and prepare people of Telangana from extreme heat events, state government formed a committee also to prepare a comprehensive heat wave action plan based on the guidelines issued by NDMA, and also prepared plans by other states such as Gujarat, Odisha to avoid sunstroke fatalities and illness in the future. So already Gujarat and Odisha, they have prepared the heat wave action plan with the help of NDMA. We should also form committees on the various guidelines given by NDMA, and we can see that fatalities should reduce to maximum extent, and all of us should live in a very comfortable way. Thanks a lot for hearing to me. Do subscribe to the channel and do share to all of your friends. Be a part of the mains mentorship, mains test series come mentorship program. You will definitely do very better, and do purchase the current affairs PDF, because as I've already told you that without it, it's very difficult to get through the examination. Thank you.